Hello students, I am Dilip Jigyasi from SIRT, the Sage Group Bhopal. For the new one, I want to introduce myself, otherwise most of the students know me. So today I am here with another lecture on projection of oblique plane. If you remember that earlier we discussed the cases when the surface of the plane will be inclined to one reference plane and one of the side of the plane will be inclined to the other plane. Today I am taking another case, that is the type 2 case I can say, when the surface will be inclined to one plane and one of the part of the plane will be inclined to the other plane, but this time they will say that maybe one of the corner will be on the HP or corner will be on the VP. So actually earlier cases will be the cases when the side, we are holding the plane on one of its side. Today I am going to take the case of the corner. As you remember that earlier I told you that in the case of plane there are two options. I can hold a plane on one of its side or maybe on its corner. So today's problem type will be like this. Draw the projection of a plane having one of its corner on HP, the surface of the plane is inclined theta degree to HP and one of the diagonal through that corner is inclined to VP by 5 degree. So this is one of the type of basic problem. Right now if there will be a hexagon, then there may be a diagonal, a square, there will may be a diagonal. If that will be a circle, then instead of diagonal I will talk about the diameter also. So just a basic language. If you look at the problem, then again if you see that what is important, again there will be this term surface is coming in the picture. As we earlier discussed that surface means the whole plane. So this language will always help me to decide from which view we are going to start. So as you earlier remember that whenever a surface of the plane will be inclined to HP, in the initial position we will suppose that surface parallel to HP. So again my step 1 for this problem will be surface parallel to HP. So if the surface will be parallel to HP, we know that its top view will show its true shape. So I should begin with top view. But this time in the top view, one important thing will be, as I want to keep one of the corner on the HP, so isn't it better that I will place the whole plane on the HP? So instead of just parallel to HP, what I have decided, the plane will be on HP. Again, if the plane will be on HP, we should start with the top view. So twice we have finalized that we are going to start with top view. Then with one condition, as we want to keep the corner on HP, so the concept will be the diagonal through the corner which is on HP is kept parallel to VP. This concept is very important. This concept will be the diagonal passing through the corner which is on the HP will always be kept parallel to VP. But suppose I will see that this hexagon, Then if I want to draw its top view, I will hold it like this. If you look at from the top, it will look like this. Now this diagonal will be parallel to VP. Now if I keep this hexagon like this, in the first stage its surface is parallel to HP. Then this diagonal, suppose this is the corner A, then this AD diagonal will be parallel to VP. Now in the second stage, if I want to make it inclined to HP, holding this corner, I can rotate it like this. Now the surface will be inclined to HP and is still perpendicular to the VP. Then later on, maybe I am going to incline the same diagonal with VP also, so that will be like this. If there will be a square, and if I want to make a square incline, then again the top view of the square will be like this. Or if we are taking the reverse case, when the surface will be inclined to VP, I should start like this, surface parallel to VP with diagonal parallel to HP, reverse case. But suppose I am taking the case which we are discussing right now, so the square will be kept like this. So the diagonal will be again parallel to the VP and holding this, and if I rotate it like this, now the surface will be inclined to HP by some angle. Now in the second stage, again I have two options. I can either rotate this diagonal or maybe this diagonal. So that will be given in the problem. The opposite diagonal or the same diagonal, that depends. So the logic will be, again, initially we are making the surface inclined to one plane, and later on we are making the one of the part of the plane inclined to the other plane, maybe a diagonal, maybe a diameter, maybe one side also. Side can also be there. So this is the way to rotate a plane on the corner basis. I will call this a corner concept problem. Earlier what the problems we have solved, those are on the basis of holding the side. So I will call them side concept. So the two type of concepts are there for solving the problems on projection of plane. Again, suppose I am taking one problem for this case. I will discuss the problem of a regular hexagon. So again the problem will be draw the projection of a regular, instead of this plane I will say that will be a regular hexagon. Even I can write a problem here. So the problem will be like this: draw the projection of a regular hexagon of 25 mm side. Draw the projection of a regular hexagon of 25 mm side having one of its corner on HP the surface inclined 45 degree to HP and the diagonal through the corner which is on HP is inclined 60 degree to the VP. Not the diagonal but top view of the diagonal. Again look at the problem. What I am saying, draw the projection of a regular hexagon of 25 mm side having one of its corner on the HP, the surface inclined 45 degree to HP and the top view of the diagonal through the corner which is on the HP will be inclined to VP by some angle 60 degree. So this is the same problem which we are discussing earlier. As surface is inclined to HP, so initial stage will be keep the surface parallel to HP. So I should start with the top view, and in the top view I will keep the hexagon like this, so that the corner, the diagonal passing through the corner which is kept on the HP will be parallel to VP. So this will be like this. So this is the first figure, the hexagon. I will name this. So this will be A, B, C, D, E and F. Now look at this figure. This diagonal is parallel to VP. As we are keeping this plane on the HP, so you know that the front view will be on the reference line. So I will draw projectors from the top view like this, and we will get the front view. So this is the front view. This is A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash and F dash. So this is the first position of our plane when we have kept it parallel to on the HP with the diagonal through this corner is kept parallel to the VP. Now holding this end, I will rotate it like this. So this point will remain on the XY line, that is the horizontal plane, and the whole surface will be rotated. So the surface will be rotated by an angle 45 degree as given in the problem. So in the next stage I will mark again this point A dash and draw a line at 45 degree inclined to this. As you know that when we will rotate the front view, the length of the front view is not going to change. So from the earlier figure I can mark the distances. So this will be D dash, this point will be C dash, opposite corner will be B dash. So B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash and F dash. Now our plane will be inclined at 45 degree to HP. As you know that when the plane will be inclined to HP, the distances of top view are not going to change. So I will draw the locus line from top view. There will be only 3 locus lines for 6 points. So I can draw the locus line. So this is locus line. And these are the points. So this will be A, B, C, D, E and F. So look at this figure. Now the surface will be inclined to HP by some angle and 45 degree and still perpendicular to VP. Now in the third stage what we want to do, they are saying that top view of the diagonal through the corner which is on the HP will be inclined 60 to the VP. So as you see in the figure, this A dash point will be still on the HP and the diagonal through A will be AD. And this AD will be shortened. That's why this language comes in the picture. They are saying that top view of the diagonal, because the top view will be reduced, so this angle will be actually beta angle, not the phi angle. If you remember the case of line, theta and phi will be the true inclination and alpha and beta will be the apparent. So this is actually apparent angle will be given to us. So very easily I can rotate this figure and make it inclined to VP by some angle 60 degree. If you want to see in the space, then this will be like this. Initial stage, this is the initial stage, then later on we have turned it like this. Now the surface will be inclined to HP and perpendicular to VP. Now look at this diagonal, that is still parallel to VP. If I rotate it like this, now this diagonal will be inclined 60 degree to the VP. When I rotate it like this, as you know that in the top view the shape is not going to change. So the same shape we will copy, and at a new position that will be inclined 60 degree to the reference line. So if I want to draw that figure, the third is figure. So for the third step, I will extend this XY line further, and now I will copy this figure at some angle 60 degree in any direction, left or right, whichever suitable to you. You can draw a line at 60 degree inclined to the reference line, and on this line we are going to shift the line A dash D dash. Better I can take a little further. So this will be better if I go at this much distance. So this is a line at 60 degree to the reference line. Now on this line I will copy the whole figure of the last top view and keeping this AD. So this will be A and this will be D. So initially I copied these 2 points. Now with the help of offsetting method, I can plot other 4 points. As you see that from A and D, these are the distance of 2 midlines in the earlier figure. So at these 2 points I will draw perpendiculars at this line. And mark the distance. The distance of the all 4 points from AD will be same. So these 4 points I will mark, and easily I will get all these points, write them in the same sequence: A, B, C, D, E and F. So join these points in the same sequence. So this is the figure. Now with the help of this we can draw the front view. As you know that when we rotate the top view, the distance of the front view is not going to change again. So I can draw the front view. Initially draw the locus lines for all these points. So there will be only 4 locus lines there. So I will draw all those 4 locus lines. One will be XY, so remaining 3 I have to draw. And from top view we will draw the projectors. A will be on the XY line, this B will be on the next line, C will be further up, then D will be on the top line, then this E will be on the next line, and finally this F will be on the next line. So in this way we can mark all these points. The points will be like this. This point will be A dash, this is B dash, this is C dash, this is D dash, this is E dash, and finally this is F dash. So I got all the 6 points in the front view. Now I can join them with the help of straight lines like this. I can easily get the front view. So this is the front view of this plane, when the plane will be having one of the corner on the HP with surface inclined to HP, and one of the diagonal through the corner which is on the HP is inclined to VP by some angle 60 degree. This angle will be 60. In the initial figure we will dimension it. The dimension will be 25. So this is the case of the problem on the basis of corner. So 2 types of problem now we know that. One will be on the basis of side and second will be on the basis of corner. I can call them side concept and corner concept. Hope you understand this problem. Draw this in your sketchbook. For any doubts, call me. My phone number is 8435113459. Again, I will repeat 8435113459. Thank you.